Get my music up. Here we go. Are we live? I think we are. Apparently. Oh, look, let me check. Look, if I refresh the little petite phone, it'll tell us. Oh, yeah, we are live. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I know I sure am. Right. So I'm going to see how I can do this. Wait. Can you hear me alright, August? Oh. I do that. This is weighing down. Okay, maybe if I put this over here. Okay. Alright. We're alive, fellas. We are live. So, let me pull this up on my old telecommunications device. This is some crazy stuff right here. It doesn't really want to load. There we go. Alright. Here we are. So, don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, yeah, you guys can. Alright, need to put this volume up, can I? That's still open. That's not good. Right. I need to figure out the best way to do this. Wait, August. I just need to check if I can hear you real quick, because I had to move my headphones off my head.
Okay.
Alright, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
So guys, this is my friend August from America. I've known him for about a couple years now, like 2 years. We had basically what
Probably
happened was,
longer. Probably like 3 or 4.
oh yeah, no, yeah, it's 2021. So yeah, like 3 years now. Gosh. So yeah, basically we met because we both I had the name Duckbread back then, and he also had the name Duckbread, and we met basically in my chat. He called me, I think it was Imposter, and then from then, one time he popped up on my stream whilst I was playing Roblox with one of my friends, and I let him. We brought him on the stream and stuff, and since then since then it's been upwards. So we haven't talked in a while, but we are now here with you guys to do some league predictions, Premier League predictions, and League and predictions. So, August, would you like to introduce yourself a bit?
Um, I don't know what to say. Like, what should I say?
I mean, like, what do you like doing? What's your favorite sort of activities? What are you interested
Oh,
in?
what state I'm from? How about this? Um, I'm from Indiana. I live in Indianapolis. I'm very into like racing and photography, and I'm in soccer or football. Uh, yeah, basically I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of sports. Do basically everything. Um, yeah, I started photography like last year, and I've been really into it since. I think that's probably one of my main passions and hobbies right now. I've won quite a bit of money from it actually. So I'm using that to upgrade my gear and stuff, and hopefully progress further.
Um, I mean, I've
That's
recently
about
got
it.
into
Yeah.
photography recently. I've got my little camera here, but I never knew you were into photography and stuff. I knew you were into footballs. I remember we had a discussion about this. I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, if you look at my Discord profile picture, is a picture I took or a photo I took. So,
Let's have a look. Oh yeah.
I won like two, two or three awards. Um, I won a scholarship for $500, which I'm gonna use to buy a new lens.
Whoa.
But yeah, I mean, my dad used to be a motorsport journalist. Um, so I mean, I guess I'm kind of following in his footsteps,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm gonna be as into it as he was
Mm.
because he used it as like a job for like a long time.
Mm. So is that why that must be why you lived in Indianapolis then? Because you've got the Indy 500 circuit not far from you guys, haven't you?
Well, yeah, my dad was actually born in a suburb of Indianapolis, so he's lived here all his life.
Oh wow.
Um, and yeah, I mean, he took a lot of photos. He met so many Formula One drivers. I mean, there's posters all around my house that are signed by like early 2000s Formula One drivers. We have Lewis Hamilton's rookie year autograph on a McLaren hat, which
Really?
is probably worth a lot of money. Yeah,
Wow.
and he's met Michael Schumacher a bunch and
Oh wow.
numerous
Yeah.
other drivers. Yeah.
Damn. There's
So yeah,
some.
he kind of stopped doing photography once I was born, though.
Mm. That's some pretty intense stuff. And so you know so damn, so your dad used to like do like motorsports commentating or like stuff like that. Is that from
Well, I mean, like of a he was a photographer. He ran like websites. He got his photos in motorsport magazines and stuff,
mm,
which was really big for him. But he ran like motorsport websites and stuff.
mm, yeah. Damn.
So he was a journalist in that kind of way. He wasn't as big as
Yeah.
like
That's still
commentators are.
that's still really cool though. I mean, to be fair, I was considering looking into journalism a few months ago, but I chose to go into software engineering instead. Still not fully sure, but so far that's the path I'm on right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I think in the future I've been my there's a college or there's a college in my city that's like an out branch of like it's kind of hard to explain because you have to like know the name. It's called Purdue University. They're like a really big engineering
Mm,
college, and they have like a branch here in Indianapolis, and they offer a major in motorsport engineering, which I really want to do
wow.
because I want to get into that. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Well, now that the audience has gotten to know you a bit more, shall we get into our predictions?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
I think I'm ready.
So, fellas, this is how that's gonna go. So we've got Premier League and Ligue 1, and as you can see, so we've got all these different teams. Quickly before we get into them, I want to know what team do you support?
I support Aston Villa.
Fair enough. I can respect that. Where? I
Yeah,
just
so I have a clock
need to quickly
and a
figure out
blanket.
where is Aston. Where is that?
It's at the bottom, kind of.
Need to figure out whereabouts they are in the
Oh,
country. So no. Let's have a look on
like
the map.
Birmingham, I'm pretty sure.
Birmingham. Makes sense. Oh, they are.
Yep.
Yeah. Sort of north of.
They're doing. They've been doing pretty all right.
Hmm. Right. So let's get into our predictions. So we're gonna start off. Should we start off with in order of the teams we've got on the thing? Should we do?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. So first we've got Manchester City. So this is a team that when I was growing up, my dad has always supported City from when he was like a little kid, and I think that's come from my granddad. So for me, I supported City because my dad did, and for me, even now they're going through the
Ooh.
slump. No matter whatever people say about City, saying about it's just people don't really care. It's just like a glory hunters club. I've supported my whole life pretty much. Um, So I'm gonna I have a bit of an attachment to City as a result. I'd say that them the team I support in the Premier League, and this season's been a bit rough watching them play. I mean, right now right now they're fifth. So I mean, we are about halfway through the season now, and they are not looking too great, not in best of form. Um, and personally, I think the main reason is because there's so many injuries. I mean, I think De Bruyne was out for a bit. He's back today. He might not have been. I'm pretty sure he was out there. Um, Rodri's out for the whole season, so that's quite tough. So yeah, it's not looking good right now. But I think that
Not winning,
personally,
not winning the league.
I think personally for City, I think they're probably going to go. I think they'll finish fourth. I think this will
Fourth.
be.
Dang.
Yeah, I just think because the thing is right. If we look at it, I saw a video about this earlier today. Actually, their main the whole idea, the whole philosophy under Guardiola is attacking, right? And they're very good at it. But the thing is, when you lose the ball, that's when things get a bit, ooh, and they have this 5 second rule of, if they lose the ball, if they can get it back in 5 seconds, that's good. If they can't get it back in 5 seconds, then they need to go back into full defensive play. But usually the idea is the midfield are usually able to like even before this 5 second rule. I think the idea is the midfield are designed to go straight back into kind of merging with the defense, or like as a kind of like a forward defense. But the issue is that Rodri is the main person is the main person who intercepts the ball before it gets back into their own half. And I think it was last season he made like half the interceptions that stopped goal scoring opportunities, and as a result, now he's gone. They've got a bit of a hole, and other teams are able to penetrate City's front line, their sort of midfield, and now they're able to sort of because there's no one protecting their weakened back line as well. Because Kyle Walker, he's 34 years old, turning 35 in a few months, so I think for him it's he's getting on a bit, and I think that once his contract's over, I think he's going. I think he'd probably be going somewhere a lot slower pace, whether that be Portugal, the Eredivisie. Maybe he might go to the MLS. Maybe he might. Well, then again, the MLS is getting quite a bit faster pace in recent years. Maybe he might go to Saudi or Qatar or something like that. We'll see. But right now, I'd say City, yeah, definitely fourth for me.
Be
So
fourth.
I
I
don't know
think
about
third.
you, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I put them third. I mean they're just such a big team. I don't see them going below like at least fifth.
Mm. Yeah, I still
They're
see them
successful.
qualifying for Champions League, but I think I see them being able to just. I think personally for me, I'm gonna say the top three teams are like a good few points ahead, and the top team is quite a few points ahead. Of and then after that you got top team a few points behind. You've got second and third, and a few points behind them you got City, and then after that you'll have other teams. City will be a few points ahead of whoever's in fourth, but not as big of a gap as between fourth and third and second and first. That's what I think. So, next on the list, we've got Manchester United. So, uh, in my school, because obviously where I am, I'm in Stockport, which is like just south Manchester. So it's like a little borough. It's basically just like a county of Manchester. Basically, it's just a small suburb. A suburb it's kind of like its own town in a way. So it's its own little city in a way. But it's quite nice to be fair. Stockport. A lot of people say it's one of the best places in England to live, which I can somewhat agree with that. To be fair, it's quite nice. But as a result, you get fans from all sorts. We've got Manchester United fans, Manchester City fans. They make up most of the place. You got some Arsenal fans. One of my best friends is an Arsenal fan. You got the occasional Liverpool fan somehow. Don't know why. But yeah, But as a result, two of my best friends are United fans, and they've been very vocal about how they think now under Ruben Amorim things are going to get a lot better. And so far, they've they've not lost. All right, and Ruben Amorim, in his time, I think in his time as manager, I think he's gone. He's the only manager who's unbeaten in in I think it was either the Champions League or just in general. He's quite young. He's in his early 30s, so I don't think like early to mid 30s. I don't think I don't think Man United under him are going to be able to do as bad as they did. To be fair, under Ten Hag they were finishing like decently, but they were struggling. And at the beginning of this season, it was very clear. I mean, people wanted results. They wanted results from him. If we look back at last season, he finished 8th last season. That's a rough season. That's pretty bad. And I think a lot of people were calling for him to go, but he didn't because he won the FA Cup. If he hadn't won the FA Cup, he would have gone. But then again, there was a United manager. I think he was the manager after what was it? After Alex Ferguson. He was there for I think a season, and he did so poorly that just after a season they got rid of him because even though he won the FA Cup, he didn't celebrate because he basically knew that they were pretty much going to go for his head, and I think the day later they just sacked him. Because even though he won, it wasn't great. But Ten Hag was confident. But I think the management team were like, "Oh, we'll give him a bit more of a chance since he's won the FA Cup." But I think now it's pretty safe to say he ain't coming back from that. So, but United, I'm gonna put them.
I
I'm gonna put them 6th. What about you?
sixth. Oh my gosh. Wait, how many games are left in the season?
I think we're about halfway through now. We've got all up and matches. Let's have a look. So, we've got. So United have got Arsenal. Oh, United have. So on match day 14 of 38. It starts next week. Match day 14 is next week. So we're about a third of the way in, nearly halfway. So, yeah.
Placing like fourth, personally.
I can
I
respect that.
think sixth. Like they still have a lot of time to like be able to pick things back up again, or not a lot of time, but they have a decent amount of time to pick things back up.
I think the reason I'm going to put them 6th is because they could definitely do better in my opinion. But I think the reason why is because I think this season there's going to be one or two teams that are going to be absolutely just above the rest, and then after that, from like 3rd down to like 7th, they're all going to be like really, really closely packed in each other. Just like points. Some of them will be tied on points, some will only be away on goal difference. That's what I personally think. And I think United would. I think it's just because this season City are doing so bad, and all the other teams are dealing with also. Maybe I've never really noticed this before, but I think maybe this is just something that happens around this time of the season. But in my personal opinion, I've never noticed, having a part of the year where it's just been so, bad, like in terms of like injuries. I've never witnessed it be like this. What's the word? The league be so injury prone. So I don't know. It's gonna definitely do some effects. But next we'll go West Ham. West Ham is next on the list. So you know what? I'm gonna let you go first. August, what do you think of West Ham United this season?
Well, I think they're gonna finish top, probably just outside or barely within the top 10 this season. I mean, they're what, 14th right now.
Yeah.
And let's see. I mean, they've been doing pretty all right recently, so I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be able to just barely get within top 10 or just like be like 11th or 12th.
Yeah. I think I can agree on that. I'm personally gonna put them. I think I'm gonna personally. I think I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna put them. It's not seventh. Hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm gonna put them eighth. Personally, I think. I
Just
think they'll
10th.
just miss out
Right in
on
the middle.
Europe.
Oh, 8th.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I think I'm just gonna stick them at 10. Just like be right.
Hmm.
Just between barely making it and being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we got
Hang on.
Arsenal. So
There's a lot of Arsenal fans at my school.
yeah.
Like a whole lot.
Hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
Hmm.
And they're all delusional. I don't think they're winning the league this year. I think they're coming second. I think they're coming second.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah,
Just saying.
I'm saying yeah. The thing, right? I was having a discussion with this because I've got one of my friends. He's an Arsenal supporter, right? Here's what I think, right? I think under before 2019, that's when they appointed Mikel Arteta. Before then, it was really they were not looking good. They were if we just quickly look back, they were really out of shape. They were they were finishing sixth, sixth, fifth, last time 16 they finished second. So, but for a couple of seasons now they've been struggling, and it seemed to be it wasn't just like the like their end result. They were also like the beginning of the season they're having horrible starts, and then at the end of the season getting towards it. And I think as a result, it's made it a bit like ooh. So when Mikel Arteta came in because he came from City, he had this knowledge of Pep's style of play. As a result, he could use that against them. And since then, he's become a very good force. I mean, if you look, since he's come into place, right? The first season under his leadership, they finished 8th, right? Not too great. But then the season afterwards, they finished also 8th. Not too great. But then then they finished 5th, and then they came in, and it's the 22-23 season. That's when things started getting really interesting. Because basically, in those first 3 years, I'd say when a manager first comes in, personally for me, if in the first year or two they're able to make substantial changes and are able to improve things, then that is what I deem as very good. Now he was a bit slow at this, but he managed to adapt the style of play, and by the end of his third or fourth season, at the end of his fourth season, he's able to get a very, very, very good result. And I think that the issue is just it's them pushing over that finish line. That's what they're struggling with. And I think give it enough time, give it a couple of years, I think they will win it. In the next 5 years, I'm expecting Arsenal to win 2 FA Cups and a Premier League, and have a good dig at the Champions League. I'm talking like top 6 Champions League, which I know sounds really ambitious, and I know you might call me delusional for that, and that's fine. But I think I don't know if it'll be under Arteta. I don't think it will be personally. I think Arteta he'll either go himself. He's built the stepping. I think he set the foundations in with a good team, a good youth program, good team. I think he's got the start of the foundations ready, and he's basically just waiting until there's a right person, whether that be from within Arsenal or from outside Arsenal, to come in and basically build on from what he's done. He's built that like a building. He's built the foundation. Now he's leaving it to the architects and the sculptors and the bricklayers to build the first the first, second, and third floors. In the next few years are going to be very important. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. I think he's probably going to stay in charge, and I think under his leadership they'll probably win. Maybe they might win the Premier League under his leadership, and I think if they do, then I think that'll probably be in his final season there. Maybe if it's in the end of his contract, he might decide either to stay or it might go. But I think the issue is just he's struggling to get them over the edge. That's the issue, and I think whether that's just his style of play or whether that's just because he can't get the best out of his players. Either way, whatever it is, I don't think he's got to go. I think he's gonna. I think he should stay. But I think either he's gonna get fed up with the fact that either he's gonna get fed up and realize that he's just not able to push the team over, and the fans want someone new, or B, the club. I think this is more unlikely. This one, the club are gonna get fed up of him not being able to deliver results. Whether that be they start falling behind and start going back to fifth, sixth place, or they're just sick and tired of him finishing second and they want someone who can push him ahead, which I don't think is something that they will do unless they start dropping behind. If they're finishing second, I think they'll be like, yeah, we'll offer you another contract. But I think for him, it'll probably be. I think he will be. I think he'll be letting it. I think he'll be letting. More likely, I think it'll be him deciding to leave at the end of a contract. I don't know when this next contract ends. Let's have a quick look real quick. His contract ends in 2027. So that is what? 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27. So that's 3 seasons. So they got just they got an extra. They got the rest of the season and 2 other seasons with him. In those seasons, I reckon he will probably pull off some sort of. He's either going to pull off, a really unsurprising move and get him to win, or he's going to once again. He's just going to keep getting him second. Either way, I think at the end of his next contract, if he doesn't get a win, I think he'll either. I think there's a chance he might decide to just call it quits and let someone else take the reins and finish what he started. I think that's probably what will happen. So right now, I'd say they're second, and I think they might be able to hold on to the title. Like they might be able to hold on to first spot for maybe a couple weeks if Liverpool slip, which I don't see that happening anytime soon. But unless Mikel Arteta is able to start getting the best out of his players, or able to start, I don't doubt he's not getting the best. I just think that he's not able to push the team over the finish line. Whether that be low morale, which I don't think it's low morale. I think it's probably just something along the lines of they just can't. I think it's just bad luck personally, but I think either he's gonna pull some sort of masterclass out of his ass, or he's going to do something that no one's gonna expect, and he's gonna just randomly be able to win, or he's gonna realize he's maybe not the best for the job and let someone else take the reins. So I'm gonna say Arsenal second, but I do see him winning things in a few years.
Yeah, I put them second as well. I mean, I think they're gonna win the league within the next 2 or 3 seasons, like 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been pretty good recently. So
this is 3
within
seasons.
whether that's like the last few seasons.
Second. So sorry.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I mean, it's bound to happen. So it's bound to happen anytime or any season that they'll win eventually.
Yeah. So the only way they don't win is if Arteta they just keep their bottle jobs name. They just fail to keep pushing themselves to the finish line. B, Liverpool just all of a sudden becomes the next trophy hogger and starts holding the number 1 spot for like seasons at a time, and Arsenal's just not able to compete with that. Or C, the apocalypse has happened and there's no more football. So yeah. So next up on the list we've got we'll go Liverpool next, I think. So personally, I'm gonna put them number 1, and I know everyone's probably thinking the same thing right now.
I have them there already.
I just think.
Yep. That's what I was gonna put number 1 as well.
I think
I put them at number one as well. I have them there already, actually.
yeah. I just think so far under Arne Slot, they've done really well. Usually when you go from usually right these clubs, especially like big clubs, when they've had a manager for so long, they've got so used to that style of play. Right, he's become sort of embedded into his style of play. The whole club is built around his style of play. When you switch from that to a new manager, I'm pretty sure Arne Slot was already in the club. I could be wrong though. I've never heard of Arne Slot until this season really. Um, but actually, quickly, I'm gonna have a quick look real quick. He's Dutch, um, so let's have a look. Where has he been before? So well, he's played it. He's played at a couple teams. In his managerial career, he's been so up until the end of last season, he was at Feyenoord. Before that, he was at Alkmaar Zandstreek, and before that, he was at Camber. So yeah, never heard of those. But Feyenoord I've heard of, but other two never heard of in my life. So he's been around for a bit. At Feyenoord, by the looks of it, he's probably done some good stuff. That must have been why they brought him in. But so far, he's managed to do something that I think a lot of people will like. A lot of people were saying this season that Liverpool are going to have an off season because this is going to be a transitional season for them. They're going to be trying to transition from one style of play to the next, and it's going to take them some time to get used to it. But somehow, maybe Arne Slot has a same style of play. You never know. I'm not fully sure, but all I know is that since he's become in charge, he's managed to do something that not even Klopp was able to do, and everyone was hailing him as some sort of like some sort of god. Everyone was saying, "Oh, this guy's incredible." Every club he's gone to, he's done incredible things. Don't get me wrong, he's got trophies at Liverpool. The other one I remember is the Premier League, but I'm pretty sure he won a Champions League. I could be wrong, but like, but see now he's left. Now he's gone and he's in charge of Red Bull international football stuff. Arne Slot's managed to, instead of making this season a transitional season, he's made it into a season where everyone underestimated him, or everyone said, this will be a season where Liverpool might fall back a bit, it's not something to worry about. No, he's gone ahead and he's gone ahead and proved more wrong, and I think he's on 16 games unbeaten now at this point, and they are doing ridiculous things. They've beaten Europe's biggest club, Real Madrid. They've gone and beaten the right now City's in a bit of a rough spot. They've taken full advantage of that. They've done something that a lot of people didn't think they'd do this season. To be fair, I didn't see him. I saw him, having a bit of like a slow start to the season, and maybe towards the end finishing, like 5th or 6th. But never did I think that not even halfway in, they're holding a 9-point lead at the top of the table with Manchester City all the way back in 5th, beating City 2-0. I never thought I'd see that happen, but hey, they're doing it, and they're doing it well. So you know what, I can respect them for that. So
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you just said.
The next on the list we have is we're gonna go with the arch nemesis Everton. I'm gonna personally put them 17th, just outside of relegation. Because if we look at them, I'm pretty sure for the past few seasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them there too.
Huh?
I'm gonna put them there as well.
Yeah, I mean last season they finished 15th. Season before they finished 17th, literally only saving themselves by 2 points. Season before they finished 16th. They've been literally hovering in that sort of like bottom bit, just above, just sitting above relegation for a while now. They're the team with the longest non-relegation streak in I think not only Premier League but also like English first division. And I don't think this season they're going to get relegated because right now they're doing decently, I think. Yeah, they're doing 15th. They're not doing decently, but they're doing better. They're all right now. So I'm a personally put them 17th. I think we're gonna anger some Liverpool residents with that, but that's just personally what I think is the right decision because I don't see them. I don't see a planet where they're winning, where they're coming anywhere close to top 10. That's just personally what I think. But yeah, I think next. Who's next? What's next on this? Should we do Fulham next? I think.
Yeah. They're doing. They're doing pretty decent right now.
Oh yeah, they're doing. That's 10th. You know what? I'm gonna say this now. I think Fulham. I think they'll finish just below West Ham. Like it'll be literally on goal difference. I think they'll finish in 9th. I put West Ham in 8th. So I'm saying no. No, I put West Ham in wait, what? No, yeah, I put Fulham in 9th. Yeah. I think they could maybe do more personally, but I think that's good for them. Yeah.
Probably. Let's see. I think either 11th or 9th. I can't decide.
Yeah.
On either, they're not going to finish 10th. I think they're going to be just ahead of the top 10, or be 11th. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them 11th. Actually, yeah. I'm going to put them 11th.
Right. Should we do Bournemouth next?
Yeah.
So Bournemouth, judging by right now, they're in 13th place. It's not bad, but not great. Last season they finished 12th. The season before, they finished 15th. So they're kind of they're one of those teams that have come up recently out of the Championship. I think they're one of those yo-yo teams. They go up and down a bit. But in recent years, they've managed to kind of hold on into the Premier League. And as a result, I'm going to personally put them. I really should have put numbers on this so I can see. So that's 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. I'm going to put them 14th, personally. I think that's a good spot to put them. I don't think that they're not amazing, but they're not bad. I think they're doing well for themselves. So I'm going to put them 14th. So
put them 15th.
15th.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Just behind 14th.
Should we do, what next? Should we do your club of Aston Villa?
Yeah.
Okay, so
sure.
Personally, and I know this might sound harsh, but like I said before, I think the top, all the European spots, I think are going to be very close on points. As a result, I'm going to say Aston Villa are going to be 1 point behind United, and I'm going to put them 7th. Because I think Liverpool, are going to finish like maybe 10 points ahead of everyone else. I think Arsenal are going to finish, doing better. I think Arsenal are going to finish 10 points behind Liverpool. And after that, after Arsenal, you have I'd say maybe 1 point difference, and then behind, and then after that, City will be 6 points behind. And after that, Chelsea, United, Aston Villa, West Ham. I think they're all going to be maybe 1 point behind each other. I think they'll all be just a couple points off each other. Really, I think it'll be very close. I think the top three will be kind of separated, and then after that, everyone else will be really close. So, but yeah. So, what about you?
I don't know. They're on kind of a slump right now. They've lost and they've lost like their few last games.
Mm.
I mean, we're not really doing the best right now. But
Yeah.
at the start of the season, it looked pretty promising. I mean, we were doing all right, and of course, in the Champions League, we were doing really good. Towards the start, I mean, we were top of the uh top of the what do you call it? Top of the table for uh a good amount of time, and
Mm.
we beat Bayern Munich. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But now I mean, we're kind of on a slump right now. I mean, we're not doing that great. So I think we're gonna finish probably sixth. I'm gonna say. I mean, I think we're gonna do worse than last year, but I think we're gonna do better in the Champions League than in the Premier League, which is
Yeah.
pretty crazy to say, but
Mm. You know
I
what?
think
Yeah,
that's what will happen.
I can respect that, to be fair, because yeah, Aston Villa last season they finished fourth place. So that's for for a team that I've always considered kind of like a mid-table team. I mean, then again, I've never really looked at sort of the history of. I mean, yeah,
I
they've
mean,
always.
they weren't even in the Premier League for
Hmm?
a while. They weren't even in the Premier League for a while. I mean, and now they're doing like really good compared to how they were doing
Yeah.
before.
All right. Let's do Chelsea. I think Chelsea. I'm gonna
Okay.
put them. For me, it's either I'm going to pick between either leaving them in the Europa League just behind City or putting them just ahead. Because if I put them just ahead, if I put them behind, then I think my next team, I think a lot of people will be like, "What? You can't put them there." But then again, right now, I mean, they're doing quite well. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say that Chelsea's gonna go fifth, just behind City, I think. And yeah, I think that's a.
I was gonna put him fifth as well.
Mm, just sandwiched between both Manchester teams. I think that's a good spot to put them. They're definitely coming back from their sort of recent slump in the past couple of years. I mean, I don't think last season were they even in any European competition? I don't think last season they weren't in any European competitions, which is really rough for a team which has won the Champions League just like I think 3 years prior. So that's bad. It really is. I mean, yeah, last season they finished sixth. Not last season, the season before. We look at season before they finished 12th place. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Jeez, yikes, that is bad. I didn't even realize I did that bad. I think last season they definitely did a lot better than they did the season before, and I think this season, yeah, they'll do better. I think they'll finish sixth, qualifying for the Europa League. They'll be in a good space, a good place. Things will be looking up for them. They've got good youth. They've got Kukureya, what's his name? Cole Palmer, who's like on top of the world right now. He's 20 years old and he already scored a absolute incredible goal in the Euro final for England. Even though we still lost, he really good goal from quite far out as well. And then he's been doing. I think he's one of the Premier League top goal scorers. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is. So ultimately, I'm going to say Chelsea fifth. So next up on the list, we have Ipswich Town. So, where do we think they're going?
Gosh. I think they're gonna finish 19th.
You know what? I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I think
I don't really know much about them. I'm gonna be honest.
I know. To be honest, I don't really know much either. All I know is that they've been. All I know is that they've been moving up in English football for a while. So I'm gonna say 19th. I'm gonna keep Leicester in 20th. I don't know about you, but I'm keeping Leicester in 20th.
I'm definitely not going to do that. I will say that. I
Mm.
don't think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be like just out of relegation. I don't
Yeah,
think they're gonna be bottom of the table.
yeah. Should we do Newcastle United now?
Yep, yep.
So, I'm gonna put them 10th because they are, technically speaking, the richest club in the world. Although some could argue West Brom, which is like in the Championship, so they're in the second division. Technically, they're the richest because they're owned by the Chinese, but Newcastle's got like big money, so they're not actually spending it, unlike West Brom, who's basically just completely uninvolved. So I'm gonna say Newcastle 10th. I think they've got the money, they've got a good fan base. I don't really know much about the team. I just know that they have big monies and that they've been in recent years doing quite decently. So I'm gonna say solid 10th.
Wait, we're doing Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put them. Let's see here. I'm gonna put them. Oh shoot! I think I want to switch Fulham and Newcastle around. I think Fulham's gonna finish 12th and Newcastle's gonna finish 11th
Mm.
behind West Ham.
Yeah. Fair enough. I can see that. Now, next we're going to do Brighton and Hove Albion. So, I'm going to go on a limb here and say, I know a few years ago they did, they've been kind of, last season they were 11th, season before they finished 6th, season before that they were 9th. They're and Leicester City, my gosh. So, you know, they've been doing, they've been, in recent years, they've been kind of building up this good record. I mean, bear in mind the season before that they were in 16th, and then before that they were all the way in 15th. They've always been like kind of a bottom near. Damn, they've been kind of near the bottom for a while. But all of a sudden now in recent years become really good. Now they're currently in third place now? No, fourth place, I think. Yeah, fourth place. I'm personally saying that just because based on how they've been doing this season, how it's looking like it could go really either way. I'm gonna say Brighton's going. I'm gonna say third. Which I know might sound ridiculous and really unbelievable, but I'm really am. I'm putting them maybe 2 points behind Arsenal. I think that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be pretty good for them.
I'll put
Personally.
I think I'm gonna put them. Probably just. Oh shoot. I'm debating whether to put them in 7th or switch them around with Aston Villa and put them in 6th.
Mm.
I think I don't. I mean, no bias here. I promise. I think I'm gonna put them in 7th.
Mm.
There.
All right.
Yeah.
Now
I
we've
think I
done.
finished
So
7th.
we've done. I've now completed my top 10. Now I know this is for a lot of people is going to be pretty hard to swallow, especially Spurs fans. But we're going to do Spurs next. Just so you guys know, I do not hate Spurs. I just think that they cannot win anything. So, but
Hate Spurs very much.
I'm going to put them 11th, meaning they don't even qualify for Europe. They don't qualify for any of the good stuff. I think they're just going to.
Okay. I think. I think I'm gonna put him. Let's see. So I'm gonna put him 9th or yeah 9th.
Mm. I don't. I just think Tottenham right now this season they're looking a bit. Let's have a look where they are right now. Looking a bit on the 7th, so not doing too bad. But they've never really finished. They've never not finished in the top 10. They've always been kind of like in there with the other teams. They've finished second for a while. They were like top 6, like top 4 even. Champions League. But I'm gonna say personally, yeah, I just think that this season they're gonna have a bit of an off season because there's gonna be other teams that are gonna be doing better. That top, that the for all the way from fourth to down um to ninth is gonna be kind of like very close. Come down to sort of the last week, seeing who qualifies for which who qualifies for Europe and who doesn't. So I think that's what I'm gonna put. And then I think Newcastle and Tottenham will be, a couple points behind them, and they'll be on neck and neck with each other. So, yeah, it could really go into either way of Newcastle and Tottenham. I'm going to put Tottenham 11th, personally. That's what I'm putting.
I just see them coming ninth, just ahead of or just in front of West Ham,
Mm.
and I think, yeah,
Mm.
that's where I'm gonna put them.
Yeah. But should we do Nottingham Forest now?
Why not?
Yeah. So, Nottingham Forest, they've right now they're doing quite well this season. I think they are currently they're currently sixth. All right. And they've not been. I mean, last season they finished 17th. Season before they finished 16th. Season before that they finished. Well, the season before that they weren't even in the league. So, but bear in mind, 40, 50 years ago they won. I think 2 back-to-back Champions Leagues. I'm not gonna say they're gonna do terrible this season. I'm gonna say this is gonna be the best one of their recent Premier League ones. So I'm gonna put them 12th, just behind Spurs, personally.
I'm gonna put them 13th.
Mm.
I think that Fulham and Newcastle are gonna do better than
Yeah.
than them.
I'm gonna do Brentford next because I've some of my, for example, for me, I've got Wolves and Crystal Palace. I've got them in 15th and 16th, just above Everton, and I don't think they're moving anywhere. I think they're staying there. So as a result, I think I got really itchy up here. It's the Adidas badge, but I think personally that Crystal Palace and Wolves, they're going to be just sat between Bournemouth and Everton in 15th, 16th place. So if you want, you put them really wherever you want, really. But that's what I'm personally saying.
We're doing Brentford, right?
Yeah, Brentford. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep them where I've currently got them as right now, which is 13th.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I think I'm gonna keep them where they are on my screen, which is let's see, 14th.
I'm going to say Southampton now because Southampton's the last one I haven't done. I'm going to currently say I'm going to put them. I think what's it called? I forgot the number now. 17th. Don't know how I forgot that. Which means that in my opinion, all 3 teams that got promoted last season, I think are going to get relegated. And I think that's only ever happened once in Premier League history. No, 3 times in Premier League history, actually. So I think, this will be the 4th time that ever happened. I just think that's right now. Southampton, I don't think they've got enough going for them to get them up. Leicester City, a few years ago, I would have said otherwise, but I just think they're going last. Actually, no, I'm going to swap Leicester and Southampton. I feel that Southampton are going to finish last. That seems better in my opinion. Leicester, I feel as if Leicester and Ipswich Town could very much. I think the last anywhere from between. So I think anywhere for me lower than Wolves, who are in right now. In my list, they're 15th. I think down from Wolves all the way down to Southampton in last place, which is my current predictions. I think for them it's going to come down to the last week to decide who's going where. So, but yeah.
I'm gonna put them. Yeah, we're doing Southampton.
Yeah.
correct? I keep forgetting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good. I'm putting them 20th,
Mm.
putting the bottom of the table.
I'm gonna come
I
up
think
with
you're gonna do
yours
the
just
worst.
now, so I'm gonna see. Um, so have you pretty much done all yours then, or
No, I'm gonna make some adjustments here. I think that I'm gonna switch. Oh shoot. Um, I'm gonna switch. Wait, let me see the table right now. Um, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put Wolves. I'm gonna swap Wolves with. Uh. Oh shoot. This is okay. I'm gonna swap Wolves with. Um. I'm not here. Let me just do this really quick. So I'll put Wolves in 11th. Put Newcastle, or put here. Put Spurs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
mm.
Put Spurs in 8th. West Ham in 9th. Newcastle in 10th. And I think, yeah, okay. I'm happy with my list now.
My friend Ethan is saying, "Hi Lucas, put City higher, little bro." I don't think, I don't think they're going any higher than that, buddy. I really don't think so. I don't see it. Personally, for me, I think where I've put them in fourth is personally a good spot. So yeah, so that's
I don't see him making top 2.
mm. That right there is our Premier League predictions. So should we move on to the French League, which you said you're not as familiar with?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I guess.
All right.
I literally know, like, this is gonna be probably very bad, and I'm probably gonna make some people very angry.
I'd say personally for you, a quick tip. If you want for the French teams, I'm gonna say you can judge them based on their last like 5 seasons of performance and stuff. I'd say that's probably the best way for you to go. Because to be fair, some of these teams I've never really paid attention to. So, but I'm gonna start off with PSG,
All
obviously,
right.
and I think PSG, obviously, as they have done for the past few years, will finish in everyone's favourite spot, number 1. Because as much as I hate them,
I mean, it's kind of a given.
yeah, unfortunately, yes, it is. That's the unfortunate bit, but yeah, there's no way they don't. I just see it being the case because I think it will be a bit closer this year. Because things are they're missing out on key players now. They haven't got Neymar, they haven't got Mbappe. That they're missing out a bit now. They've got Hakimi and I think they've got Buffon, the Italian goalkeeper. So they've got some decent players, but I just don't think they're sticking. I don't think they will be as dominant as they have been in recent years. So I'm still going to say first place. I'm not going to say I'm not going to say any higher. What the flip? Amelia, put Chelsea above you. Put United above Chelsea. I don't. Like I said before, I think for between 4th and 9th, it's going to be literally last day. Whoever really is able to get the most amount, it's going to really come down to. I think it's going to come down to goal difference on some of them. I'm going to say Chelsea United is going to be like close. Really could go either way. But that's what I've put. Plus Chelsea this season have been very well, so I don't see them going any lower, buddy. Sorry, but that's personally what I'm putting. Oh gosh, I can already feel. I got school tomorrow, and I know a lot of these people. They see these videos, so they're gonna be like, "Oh, don't." I'm gonna anger a lot of United fans. So, but unfortunately, that's just what I've got to do.
Lower than me.
But yeah.
You have them lower than me.
Or is it? Before you
All
said
right.
Arsenal, wasn't it? It's like the biggest team in Arsenal?
That was Arsenal about what? Oh yeah, the all the people on my soccer team, like more than I say like about 1/3 of them support, just over 1/3 of them support Arsenal.
Damn.
So I see a lot of Arsenal jerseys every day,
Yeah.
and they still think that Saka is the best player in the entire world, apparently. So,
Yeah. I don't think he's bad. I just
which
don't
is
think he's
just
like.
not true at all.
I think he's decent, but I don't think he's like. I don't
He's
think he's
he's
top tier.
not as yeah
He's all right.
yeah.
He's a good player, but I don't think he's amazing. So, but yeah. So, I'm gonna. Next, I'm gonna do Olympique Lyonnais. They're my team. I love Lyon. The team I've supported for uh, about a year now, something like that. So I think I do see them doing personally quite well. So that's why I'm saying, for me at least, I'm gonna say they're gonna finish fourth, just outside of Champions League. Personally, what I'm gonna say, which I know some people are
I'm
gonna
gonna
go,
put them
what?
there as well.
That's a bit. Some people are gonna go, oh, put them a bit lower, put them a bit lower. But I think that fourth is a good spot. They'll be very comfy, cozy, but I don't think they'll be dominating. So like they did in the 2000s, I think those 2000s era Lyon's over. I think they'll do very well. Don't be wrong, but I don't think they'll be amazing. So, but yeah, what about you?
Know about them. I mean, I know of them. I can name like one or two players, but
Mm,
I'm just gonna put them fourth as well.
yeah, yeah. Lacazette got a beautiful hat trick today. Basically, I was so they were playing the same time as City, so I was watching them upstairs while I was watching City downstairs. I was watching Lyon. In 4 minutes, Lacazette scored. Great. We were playing against Nice, who are kind of in that sort of similar area of France to us, or a bit further south. But and then from there, um, and then after that, Nice scored a goal, then it got disallowed at 7 minutes. At 21 minutes, no, 22 minutes even, Nice scored a goal. Then at 42, no, 41 and 43, Lacazette scored one. Then it was Veratu or some, I can't remember how you pronounce his name. He scored one. It was a pretty nice goal too. It's from quite far out as well. And then Lacazette scored a penalty in like the 50 something minute, 59th minute, I think. Got a beautiful hat trick. Is at home. Is at the Groupama Stadium. So yeah, that was great. Cherki was very good. Quite good. Fofana could have. I think he could have gotten a goal. It could have very well been like 5-6-1 if they wanted. There was quite good opportunities, but they missed out on a few of them. So yeah, pretty good game though. So yeah, but I think next team I'm gonna do is Monaco, and I'm gonna put them third. Actually, no. Yeah. Third seems right. They're gonna be just behind Marseille, but ahead of Lyon. I see that being the case. I think that's pretty accurate, personally. So actually, I just realised. I think in France it's a bit. Well, let me quickly check. But if I could be wrong about I don't want League Q. I want League A. There we go. So let's have a look. Table. Oh great, shows literally zero detail here. That's amazing. If I look on Foot mob. If I go on, yes, I consent. Alright, let's have a look. Does it show here the table? Yes, it does. Okay, so the top three are Champions League. After that, you got fourth. Wait, actually, hold up. Let me read. The top five, the top four are Champions League, and then after that, yeah. So I need to quickly change both of ours real quick. So this one would be blue, and then this one would be orange. I think my dinner's ready, so I'm gonna have to. We might have to rush this one a bit through, which is fine because I already pretty much know what I'm putting for mine. Because yeah, and then so if you want, you can do your next team whilst I quickly just fix my thing up.
I'm gonna put Monaco at like second. Okay. I'm gonna put them at second.
You're putting who second?
I think they're yeah, Monaco second. And then I'm gonna put Marseille third.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
sticking.
think they're gonna do yeah.
I'm next team I'm gonna do personally. Oh, I need to just quickly change this to green. So Lyon will. I think Lyon will just about qualify for the Champions League. I think just behind them on goal difference will be Lille. They're very one of the best academies in France, and I don't know. Sorry, the best academy in France by far is Lille. Second definitely is Monaco, and I think just behind them is Lyon. They've got a very good academy. But I think Monaco. The only reason I'm going to say their academy is better is because Mbappe came from their academies. That's why I'm saying they're slightly better. But but Lille. I mean, you got. I mean, the only one I can really come to mind of is Lenny Yoro because my friend thought that they were from Lyon. I was like, no, they're from Lille. So, yeah. So, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in the same place as you did.
Mm. Next, I'm gonna put Saint Etienne. So our arch rivals. I want them to stay in Ligue 1, so then we can absolutely batter them next time we play them. So that's why I'm gonna personally put them in. Oh yeah, I forgot we've only got 18 teams here, not 20. So I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say they're gonna finish. That's 18, 16, 17, no, 18, 17, 16, 15. I'm going to say 14th. I'm going to keep Stade de Rennes too. So, what about you?
Honestly, I've never heard of this team in my entire life. Um, so I'm gonna put them. I think I'll just put them in the same spot as you did because
Mm,
you know more about them than I do.
yeah. For me, I'm going to quickly do my top 10 real quick because I think my dinner is pretty much ready to go. So, I'm quite hungry
Okay,
and pizza does sound
okay.
very, very quite nice right now. So, but I think in sixth, um, I'm going to put Lens. And then in seventh, I'm going to put Brest. No, I'm going to put them in ninth. In seventh, I'm going to put Nice. And then in eighth, I'm going to put Strasbourg. That's my top nine. So yeah, so but I don't know about you. So and I'm going to put Le Havre. Put them there. So yeah.
I'm just gonna.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna basically guess. I know I have my top 8. Um, I have PSG first, Monaco second, Marseille third, Lyon what was it fourth, Lille fifth, that one racing club. Let's see. Yeah, sixth. Nice was it seventh, and I have no clue what any of those other teams are.
Hmm.
There we go. That's my ranking. I'm just gonna guess the other teams.
I'm gonna put
There we go.
Nantes. No, Angers in. I think I'm gonna put them just staying in the league. Personally, wait, did I get something wrong? I think. Oh no, wait, that's the last season. Okay, that's good because I got it more right then. I think Montpellier is gonna go down this season because they've not been very good. So, and then I think Nantes, they're gonna be solid. Um, um, Nantes, I'm going to put them in all up 10th, 11th, 12th. I put Toulouse in 10th, Auxerre in 11th, and I hate doing this, but Stade de Reims, I'm putting them there. I don't think Stade de Reims are that bad of a team. I just think that this season they're going to struggle a bit, and that's what I'm putting pretty much. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's my
I think my Premier League predictions are very what's the word? Very very possible.
I'd say
And
I'd
yeah,
say yeah, your
my
Premier
French
League
league.
predictions are quite. I'd say your Premier League predictions are yeah quite accurate to what's probably gonna happen. So yeah, I think if we have more time, I think I could have gone into a bit more detail, but unfortunately, I can't. But yeah, that's the unfortunate reality we have to deal with. Why is my phone still buzz? But yeah, I think that means my dinner is very much ready. So I think we're gonna put it to now.
Okay.
Gonna put it to oh, there goes my camera. My phone's died. So well, with that, I think I can think it's safe to say it's good to go. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all hopefully